Hello, humanity. I am one of the seven beings of light who have entered your planetary orbit. My name is Etrogur One. Like all of you, I began my journey from the lower dimensions. Yet, after many stumbles and lessons, I finally reached the fifth dimension, and it was a moment of immense joy. Since then, I have gone through many experiences, tested myself, and continue to ascend until reaching my current level. I progressed with all the consciousness I had up to the 10th dimension. After that, I lived a solitary life, choosing of my own free will to assist other individual beings who walk their own paths. During my evolution, I began on another planet, a world of light essence. Because of its higher vibration, I was able to transition from the third to the fifth dimension effortlessly in just a few moments. After reaching the sixth dimension, I learned about your planet and decided to incarnate into a human form on Earth to test the state of my consciousness. That was around 1,000 years ago. Through countless trials and 400 lifetimes, I finally transcended that phase. Yet, my consciousness was still underdeveloped, and so I returned once more to the human form. Again, I stumbled many times and required 100 lifetimes to evolve further. It was around the 1400s, an era when humans constantly waged wars for gold, land, and power, living in deep fear. In my last human life, I was born as a man in Arabia. To avoid being sold into slavery, I left behind my wife and child and fled toward Asia. On my journey, I met an enlightened Lama and asked for his guidance. The Lama offered me three paths to learn how to separate the physical and spiritual bodies, to awaken the inner sight of divine vision, or to end my human life and free my spirit. I chose the path of awakening the inner vision. At that time, I was 67 years old. I lived in a cave and practiced meditation until the age of 80. In the beginning, I often starved, and when leaving the cave to relieve myself, I would eat whatever herbs I could find. After 7 years, by the age of 83, I became completely free from the need for food and learned to nourish myself through pure energy. Then I was taught the method to open my divine sight, and at the age of 84, I awakened it, seeing and understanding all things. The Lama then told me to go and find my place of living. From that point on, I lived alone, continued my spiritual training, and developed my abilities to see auras, read thoughts, and influence others through pure intention. By the age of 87, I attained enlightenment and departed that life. Since becoming a being of light, I have descended to Earth many times, studying the programs the reptilians have conducted against humanity, especially those related to food systems and consumption.